Let's bring the judge in and see who wins today's 3 from the guys. Judge Musiani.
It's Michael. It's Peter. It's the weekend. We got people going down the shore. Kids are out of school. Let's have some fun, guys. How about it?
Life is good, Judge.
There you go. That's the PT we know and love. PT, here's something I don't know if you would love this. Minor League Baseball is promoting. I tell you, these promotions they're the most fun thing about baseball this year for me. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, as you have alluded to, are giving out home pregnancy tests. I hope not to all fans under 14 at this Sunday's game. If you bring your young children to the ballpark, I guess being handed a paternity test will really make that ride home conversation just wonderful.
Yeah, normally.
Daddy, what does 2 blue lines mean? Daddy, why are you crying?
That's good. Normally, it's all fans 14 and under will get the free toy.
That's
Not
right.
at this one.
In this case, it's 14 and up.
Everybody, hopefully 18 and over, will get the free test.
Yeah, PT, in keeping with their seafood theme, the Jumbo Shrimp is also giving out a free bucket of crabs for any fan at the game who produces a positive STD test result.
That's a double entendre right there.
Yeah, you're doing good, Judge. Good start.
It is. If it's a doubleheader, they'll give you a free shot of penicillin as well. Michael, a Spanish soccer coach, got fired for winning, like PT said, just like Buddy Ryan back in 1991. This guy, he coached 11-year-olds to a 25-0 shutout over this other team of kids who, I don't know, they're kids. I mean, you can't make fun of them, but something's out of whack there, right? Maybe
they're 11.
They don't use there's no goalie. Maybe they don't have a goalie on the team.
There's a blank, just like an open net there.
Something's wrong. I don't want to make fun of the kids, but they lost 25-0. There's something wrong there on the team. Kudos to Jordy from Barroom Sports for writing this sharp and funny piece. Finally, there's a media guy who gets it. It's not this other coach's fault. I mean, just because this lousy team, they haven't scored a goal all year. They get shut out all the time. 10-0, 14-0. Where do they get these kids from? The Phillies farm system?
I thought the Phillies farm system was coming around. They took them from the actual Phillies roster.
When you consider breaking your 8-game losing streak coming around, I don't know what to say about the season there. All right, so PT, Lonzo Ball's Foot Locker commercial dropped, and it's a great marketing idea. It shows he understands the overbearing nature of his father. Whether he's just poking fun at him or if his dad was in on it is not really the big deal. I was disappointed because he didn't talk about this other story that we batted around 3 from the guys a few weeks ago about how his dad refused to let him wear diapers when he was a baby. Right. And he would just make him poop on cue in the middle of the night. Just come busting into his room and pick him up and make him poop.
Busting into his room.
I think Lonzo Ball might have developed a Pavlovian response to this. So every time his dad yells poop, he poops. So if he upsets LeVar too much, he might start yelling it during a game, and then Lonzo's going to have a real problem.
Josh's head is in his hands right now.
Face palm.
Those the big baller kicks that he has are going to have to be called the Zone Number 2 shoes then. I don't know why. Why did Dyfus not intervene in this household over the years is the real mystery here.
They still have time.
So, not enough time. Hey, Michael Phelps is going to race a great white shark on Discovery for Shark Week. And I know it sounds awesome, but I think this is just more nonsense from the Discovery Channel. You know, I used to love Shark Week, and I don't know, do you guys watch that at all every year?
Never seen it.
Nope, that's not one that catches me either.
Really, it's really cool stuff, usually. But then they started filling it with all this fake hype of stuff that doesn't exist. They had this megalodon they were promising a couple years ago. They were going to have a real megalodon, which is a prehistoric super shark. And it turned out there was no megalodon. It was just a bunch of guys in lab coats poking clay models of fossils. Look, first of all, you're not going to force a shark to do anything in this race, okay? Besides that, you're going to have PETA and conservation groups protesting. Plus, the sharks swim 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way Michael Phelps can swim that fast is if you place a bong at the end of the lane to entice him.
I thought he was over that.
And then maybe in the Sharks lane, they could put up a picture of Robert Shaw or something.
With a Narragansett beer at the end of the line.
There you go.
Just to keep it
You like
fair.
that one, huh?
So, PT, Ricky Fowler's not only having a great U.S. Open, he's having a great career, and he's also become, I guess, a social media darling. So his coach warned him not to turn into a Kardashian. I mean, look, no offense to Fowler's coach, but isn't that just good advice for human beings in general?
All kind.
I mean, what parent is going to encourage their teenage daughter to start building her empire by letting your boyfriend film you having sex with him and sell it on the internet?
All three of them.
Yeah, don't turn into a Kardashian. And for that matter, don't turn into a Jenner. Don't turn into a Disick, a West. Hey, actually, Ricky, don't turn into your golf coach either, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. Just tell him to mind his own business. Mike, Jeremy Maclin told Mike Florio today on Pro Football Talk that he was let go by the Chiefs through a voicemail message. I don't know. Haven't we all been down this road before, fellas? I mean, this isn't shocking. This happens all the time. The NFL is like the mafia now. Andy Reid went to Jeremy Maclin's wedding just last month.
Yeah.
And then June comes, and it's leave the receiver, take the cannolis.
No.
I mean, I can't feel too bad here. There's more insulting ways to break up with someone. You could do it by Post-it note, singing telegram, text message.
Both.
I mean, the general manager, John Dorsey, called. Maclin didn't answer.
That's an
What's the
inventive
guy
way.
going to do, not leave a message? I mean, what do you do in that situation? What if Maclin never answers his phone?
Well,
how are you going to fire the guy?
How about hey, we need to talk. Can you give me a call back? I got something to, you don't have to leave the actual message. Like, by the way, we just cut you.
Well, the thing is you don't know the details. I mean, we're hearing it from one side of the story. Maclin might have done that. He might have done that the first time he called. And then Maclin just said, "Well, I'm not gonna call back. I'm not gonna." Why? And then he calls a second time or a third time. We don't know how many times he went after him. Plus, Macklin's only been on the team for 2 years. He didn't even play 2 full seasons. It's not like they're breaking up with like the guy that led them to the Super Bowl, right?
They had a long. The coach was at his wedding.
Him and Andy, there should be more respect there.
Well, like I said, the NFL is now organized crime. And we have now reached the end of Three from the Guys.
I'm excited for this one.
MG, PT, great stories all across the board. I believe, what was the score coming in? It was 2-1
Mike.
Yeah, I have to say that it's the summer, and people are going down the shore, and we had a story about a great white shark. I got to say, Mike Gill, you have won 3 from the Guys.
Yes!
We have a winner. Congratulations, you are one of life's winners. We'll be right back.
I like how you tied the great white shark to the
Terrible
summer.
verdict.
Yeah.
Terrible verdict. I mean, it's Father's Day coming up. Not 1, but 2 stories about Father's Day, including a paternity test. We're going to have to take this to the higher judge and see if we
I thought the minor league baseball team name was the best part of that story, the Jumbo Shrimp.
It was a great team name, and honestly, I feel bad for you, PT. I do have, since we didn't end in a tie, I do have the tiebreaker question that's about Father's Day. Would you like to have that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give you the possession. I don't even know who has the possession arrow anymore, but I'll give it to you. You can either answer the question or pass it to Mike, and it's a question with a number answer, and you have to guess the answer, and Mike would answer higher or lower, or if Mike gets the question, you answer higher or lower. But we're looking for a year, not a general number. So it'll be the year, and then you say, higher or lower, meaning closer to modern or more in the past.
All right,
I'm
going to take the question.
Okay, here's your question. Father's Day, of course, is on Sunday. Historically, a day of baseball shared by dads and their children across America. In Major League Baseball history, there has been only one perfect game pitched on Father's Day. What year did it happen? And here's a hint for you, PT. He was a Philadelphia Philly at the time.
He just passed, so I'm going to get this one right on the nose. Hope I get the additional $100. That would be Jim Bunning, and 1964 is the year.
Mike Gill, is the answer higher or lower?
It's right on the nose. June 21st, 1964.
Congratulations, PT. You have come in second in Three from the Guys.
Jeez. I still got to go to that higher judge. Come
All
on.
right, judge has the verdict. I win, and that was fun. All right, he's got the South Jersey Sports Center